Y'all want to see a dead body?
Good afternoon, family. Welcome to KAMALOPTICS, another Friedman Media exclusive. I made up the word. This stream has been created by me. And although this is news that's already out there, you're going to hear it from someone who just doesn't care. See, everybody's got skin in the game. I get it. So they're going to skew the narrative the way they want to skew it. But that's not what I'm here for. We're going to break down the resurgence of our first Black woman vice president, who is now one of the top 100 most influential Asians, who has been called the Ruby Bridges of the 21st century, who went to an HBCU, who is an AKA, who smoked weed back in 1986 listening to Tupac and Snoop Dogg. What up, Phife Dog? We're going to talk about her being back on the scene, because she's definitely back on the scene. She done been to Africa, and now she in Tennessee. And I wouldn't doubt if she swings through Louisville before heading back to DC. We're going to talk about the Tennessee 3. We're going to talk about the Tennessee 2. And we're going to talk about the Tennessee 1. Yeah, we're going to break it all the way down. 3, 2, 1. Frida in the house early. Brother Trey in the house early. We're also going to update Ann Arbor Pathways, because I received some disturbing photos from this institution of learning here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I said I wasn't going to jump off the case until somebody jumped on their case. So I'm going to do my due diligence there. And who knows what other topics we might cross. Today is my mother's birthday. Happy heavenly birthday, Ma. I'm right where you left me, in front of this microphone. Although the circumstances are different, I'm still amplified. And I'm still feeling your spirit through my voice. But let me drop this intro. Get these shares out for the few people that's going to check into the stream. And we're going to get to it. Friedman Media, KAMALOPTICS.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the Black people in this country are demanding, and even the Black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a woman, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
know that ain't who I think it is.
In my mind,
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
You can kill all the Black folks you want, baby, but you will not kill the freedom of Black folks. It's coming. We're going to get it. We fought every one of your damn lousy wars, baby, and you give us nothing. Now the war is going to be here, but we're going to be free. Now you kill you want to, but we kill too.
we're coming to get our check.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Yeah, it's me. It is me. you gonna put up the sick face every time you hear her voice tonight? I might have to limit that, Free. I might have to limit playing Mamala, because every time I play there, you put up the sick face. So I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want you over there choking on your vomit. But yeah, we here. We here. It's Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock, 6:30, whatever it is on the east side. This ain't the 6 o'clock news. This is the 6 o'clock truths. This 6 o'clock truths. 6 o'clock truth. We just gonna kick some truth in here tonight. We're gonna do some truth talking tonight. And yeah. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get at it. We're gonna get at it. Appreciate anybody that's checking it out early, you know, whether you are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, you know. I appreciate you all in here. Ain't gonna be but a few of us. You know, a lot of people don't really tune into these things. They wait, and then when they do listen, then they go fact check, see if anything I said was out of pocket. But they never are nothing out of pocket. I ain't got no cease and desist on me. I ain't got no strikes on my content. I don't tell lies. That's my problem. I tell the truth too damn much. And we're gonna tell the truth tonight about Kamala and her resurgence back into the mix. Went through Africa like a knife through butter. And now she's in Tennessee. And like I said, she'll probably stop through Louisville to console those people. Much love and respect to Louisville. You know, I have to say the whole city, because even though there were several people that were just directly in contact of another asshole with a weapon, the city's affected. You know, it does something when you have one of these shootings in the city. So much love to Louisville, and hopefully they can pull it back together. And just don't know what much to say about that right now. But yeah, we're gonna get to talking about Louisville again, and the person who did this. You know, you just don't know what's in people's heads. You know, they got rid of him. He got pink slip. I guess he got fired from his job, and he was basically like, if I can't have this job, ain't nobody gonna have this job. And took matters into his own hand. Now he's deleted. He deleted several people and injured others, and has scarred thousands. Absolutely. Thoughts and love and prayers to Louisville. But before I get into the plant-based meat of the message, y'all know I don't eat no flesh no more. So if I'm gonna eat some meat, it's gonna be plant-based. So I want everybody to be plant-based at this point, but y'all ain't gonna stop eating chitlins. Y'all ain't gonna stop eating chitlins. Y'all ain't gonna stop eating ham hocks and neck bones and pork chops and, you know, pork butts, bottom rounds, top rounds, steaks. I mean, you know, y'all ain't gonna stop eating burgers. I get it. And I'm not telling anybody to eat, but here's the thing. I think people will feel better if they at least give themselves an opportunity to rid themselves of the flesh. And that could take anywhere from 3 to 6 months. You just don't stop eating meat and a week later, you ain't got no meat in your system. It takes a while for you to get all that flesh out of your system and start to feel a different way. And I feel a different way. You know, I do. I feel a totally different way. So I'm not going to knock ever not eating meat, but I'm not going to condemn people who do eat meat. It is what it is. It is what I was. So, you know, but you know, when I walk in places now, people be looking right at me and be like,
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Yeah. That's what they say. Not because I've lost a ridiculous amount of weight because I haven't, you know, eaten meat. I had lost a ridiculous amount of weight before I stopped eating meat. Now I'm just healthier. So I just want to be healthier. And when you walk into a joint and people be looking at you,
I know that ain't who I think it is.
I mean, it is what it is. And you got to feel good about yourself. You got to feel good about yourself. And I feel good about myself. I feel good. What was that? Was that Stephanie Mills? I feel good all over. So I'm going to start at Ann Arbor Pathways just because this is something that's close to me right now. I have people that are directly connected to this situation. And like I said, I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset that the school board is not running through this faculty with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, because if they go through this faculty with a fine-tooth comb, they're gonna get some snags. They're gonna get some snags, some naps up at Pathways, some nappy ass shit going on up at Pathways. So they need to run a nice fine-tooth comb through Pathways and get caught on some of them kinks, because there's a lot of kinks up there. Absolutely. Free health is wealth. Absolutely. If you got your health, you rich. You rich. And then you go fetch that monetary wealth. But before we go fetch anything, let's fetch a gander at this. Some of y'all just listening in. So for the next few minutes, if you can look at your screen, if you are not looking at your screen, look at your screen so I can show you the first image that I actually received. This is the first image that I received from my confidant inside of Pathways. See, I can't get inside of Pathways. I can't walk inside of Pathways because they see me. They're gonna be looking for the microphone. They're gonna be looking for the camera, you know, and I might just be there on some real just surveying type stuff, but they ain't gonna let me walk in Pathways. They know who I is. They know who I is. But looking at this vanity, I now know who Pathway is. And I know who AAPS is. This is what Ann Arbor Public Schools is putting out. I mean, I know they're building a new building and everything. I get it. They got new facilities. Everything's going to be up to code, this, that, and the other. But currently, this is what students are dealing with every day at Pathways when they can actually get in this bathroom. They be locking the bathrooms. So when they can actually get in this bathroom, this is what's waiting for them on the other side of the door. Once they unlock the bathroom and you can get inside to go take care of your business, this is what you encounter. Yeah. That's what you encounter. That's Ann Arbor Public Schools finest right there. Yeah. Now, they do have bathroom stalls, and with the bathroom stalls, you get the lock hole. You'll get the lock hole but you actually won't get a lock. So what you actually get is a piece of toilet paper that's stuffed in the lock hole. Now, it won't prevent anyone from opening the door because there is no lock. It will prevent somebody from looking through the hole that's in the door if you don't put the toilet paper in that hole. There's no lock, but it prevents the peephole. It prevents the peephole. So, hold on one quick second. Hey, call Rachel's phone. They're over at O's.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, yeah. I mean, you see the black mold. I'm gonna finish talking about this lot. Well, not lot. It's something. But anyways, yeah. Since you wanted to just kind of jump the shark there, Free, you saw that here, where the vanity is. Okay, you saw that. You saw the filth and the black mold. I thought it was black mold too. When I got the pictures, I thought it was black mold. Everything is very outdated. But here's what you really want to get a gander at. This is zoomed in the corner behind the toilet. Now, there's absolutely no baseboards all around the whole bathroom. No baseboard protection. So it just goes tile to the cinder block, no baseboards, which I'm not sure if that passes code or not. I don't know how any of this could pass code. I don't know how any of this passes code, And that's just me, That's not anybody's thought process. That's just me.
In my mind.
When I see stuff like this, I'm not only appalled, upset, pissed off. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about the young kids that go to this school and they have to encounter black mold. They have to encounter filth where they're supposed to actually get sanitized. It's all filthy around there. Outdated. You've got countertops torn off. Strips of the vanity gone, black mold around the bottom. And then I'm not sure how you holding it together when you in the bathroom stall and you got to have a hole filled with toilet paper so people can't peep in on you. You have no security. So some girls have to go in the bathroom and have somebody lean up against the door to keep people from coming in so they can go do the bathroom, so they can go take care of their business. That's the only way you can prevent it. Have somebody stand in front of the door. I don't know. And I know they get a lot more bread at the alternative demonstration than they do at the standard situations. They get a lot more bread per pupil over at Pathways than they do at the other establishments. I mean, really, what we got going on here? What are we saying? Because y'all obviously know they don't care about these kids. If they cared about these kids, they'd care about their feelings. They care about their well-being. They care about their health. They care about their voices. They'd care about their voices. If they really cared about these kids, they care about their voice, but they don't care about their voices because they did this. The kids had a bulletin board where they were basically putting their commentary on this, and there's so many comments. I didn't even upload any of this. I didn't zoom in. I got a couple zoomed in pictures, but it's so hurtful because it's about how girls are attacked, fondled and things like that, walking through the hallways, and the boys aren't being held accountable and the staff ain't doing nothing, being accosted. They can't be there to learn. They're running. They're prey to the predators that are not being disciplined. This is an institution of learning, and it is literally an obstacle course for some of these young ladies out here. Ballas ain't said shit. Ballas came and did a tour with Shanu and didn't even talk to none of the staff. They walked through, saw things, talked to him. He never even let them talk to any of the staff. He can't have them people talking. He don't know who his ally is and his enemy is. But I'm receiving pictures of his facility. Parents are so lackadaisical collectively. You got individual parents that are saying things, but their voices get drowned out. Just like these kids' voices got drowned out. They had this bulletin board filled. I only saw this bulletin board when it was probably like half filled. They ended up filling up the whole thing with all types of complaints. All types of complaints. You want to see that board now? Here's the board now. There's the board now. How about that? That's the board now.
In my mind.
See, y'all be thinking I'll be jumping off and it's just all in my mind. No, this is what's happening at Ann Arbor Pathways right now. Their board that they put up so people could understand what they were going through has been taken down now. It is no longer in existence. That board is now blank. I wonder if that board got taken down before Ballas got there. See, I don't know. That board might have been gone before Ballas got there. Maybe Ballas didn't see that board, but the Ballas building came over there and they took a tour of the facility. Yes, they took a tour of the facility. And look, they didn't get to see the real. They didn't get to see the real. They got to see this. They got to see that. And see, my problem is, how come ain't nothing on that board? Yeah, I know you took the real down, but how come ain't nothing on that board? How you got a blank bulletin board in an alternative high school? There should be something on every single bulletin board. Look how cold them hallways look. Ain't nothing on the walls, ain't no bulletin board. That looks like a correctional facility. That don't look like a school. That looks like a correctional facility. They toured the facility. The correctional facility, the next step to jail, the next step to rehab, the next step to the hospital, the next step to the morgue. This does not look like a scholastic facility. Not to me. There should be things all up and down them walls. Should be all types of stuff on that bulletin board. Actually, don't need to be all types of stuff on the bulletin board. Just put this shit back. Put that back and I'm good with it. You ain't got to put a whole lot of nothing else on that board. Put them girls' feelings back. They don't care. The superintendent don't care. She stays steady trying to get up out the paint. She's been on like 5 job interviews since she's been superintendent. She's been trying not to be the superintendent ever since she became the superintendent. She's been all over the country trying to get hired, and she ain't got hired yet. Always a finalist. I need her to win. I need her to stop being a finalist. I need her to win. I need her to win one of these jobs so we can get another superintendent in here. And we need somebody that's going to be about us, because everybody else getting theirs. We don't need no Kamala Harris superintendent. We need a real superintendent. They had to see the bathroom. Why wouldn't you go in the facilities? Why wouldn't you want to go in the facilities and make sure that everything is up to snuff? So they just walked the hallways and never went in any of the bathrooms, never went in any of the classrooms. I mean, why wouldn't you stop and talk to the people who run that school? Not the HNIC, because the HNIC ain't doing shit. Shanu ain't doing shit. Except for his church brethren. What up to, what is it, New Grace Apostolic Temple, something like that? What's that, them peoples? Ain't that them? He got his whole choir up there at Pathways. Got the praise team up there, got some ministers up there. He got everybody up in there. Yeah. And it's crazy, like all these people go to the same church, and yet they're doing pathways. I mean, allowing it to just happen. Who allows this to happen? Who allows this to happen? Who allows this to stay like this? Who allows it? Who allows it? Who allows it? I need to know. I need to know what anybody thinks as to who allows it, because I know who allows it. I know who allows it. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Give me one quick second. I'll tell you exactly who allows it. I sure will. I'm going to tell you exactly who allows it. I got some names. I got some names of some folks that allow it. They sure do. Give me one quick second. So we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it now. Ain't no point in skipping over nothing, skipping by nothing. No, let's do what we got to do, man. Let's do what we got to do. And we cut our teeth on this several weeks back. I sent an email to them, and they chose not to respond to the email. I didn't get no response. I was like, okay, y'all going to do that? Y'all just going to ignore it, brother? Okay. New Grace Apostolic Temple Pathways to Success Academic Campus Faculty. It's all rolled into one. Shanu Makuda, HNIC. Michael Brown, the BIS. Courtney Ford, CA. Demario Bruce, CA. Maurice Stovall, CATA. Mikhail Brown, long-term sub. I guess he's also a social worker up in the joint. Keela Robinson, she's a counselor. I don't know if she actually go to New Grace Apostolic Temple, but she may. Shaquita Easley, social worker, first lady of a church. They got a lot of church folk up in here. They got a lot of people of God up in here. A lot of people of God. Crystal Kennard pulled a transgender girl out the bathroom and outed her. They say she's a super duper Catholic. Super duper. Anti this, anti that. You anti-kids, Crystal Kennard. That's what you are. You anti-kids. You shouldn't be working over there. You shouldn't be working over there, Crystal Kennard. Hey, and from what I heard she a freedman. For real. I thought she was Caucasian. You know, I got a Caucasian vibe out of her actions, but no. She a freedman. She's on that other side of the spectrum. Yeah, she on that other side.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
I think Crystal Kennard one of them kind. I think she one of them kind. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
But it's mostly Black people at the school. So if you ain't going to do something that's going to benefit Black people, who you doing stuff for? There's very few Caucasian kids there. There's some Latino kids there, and I guess there's some Arabic kids there. But mostly Black kids. Yeah, all across the board, mostly Black kids. Yeah. Mostly Black staff, mostly Black kids.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
And they ain't got nothing working for them. They ain't got nothing working for them. It's an unfortunate situation. But I'm here. And this had to be exposed, disclosed. They avoiding this. I'm not even sure exactly what's going on at Pathways, but they are avoiding this. And how can you avoid this? How can you deny that these children are being mistreated? And there is nobody that has come to their defense from the administration. I can't get with it. I'm not going to get with it. That's why tonight we getting with it. Shout out to Ann Arbor Public Schools, AAPS. And keep in mind, they just ain't got all the stuff aligned, but I got spill on IPSI too. I just haven't, look, I'm ace deuce. You know, they got people that's Y1, I'm A square. There's Y1, but I'm A square. So I'm gonna handle A square because there's problems in Tucky too. Yeah, there's problems in Tucky too. But somebody's got to say something. And I know they see in the videos. I already done heard they see in the videos. I get it. But I don't need them to see the videos. I need them to act on the videos. I'm giving them the blueprint, but they ain't acting like they really want to, you know, do the right thing. So it is what it is.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
That's right. A square in the house. I mean, every now and then we got to play an away game, but it's always home first. It's always home first. And I ain't got to shit on IPSI, you know, to say that. I know people like to do that. They like to shit on Ann Arbor when they talk about IPSI, but I'm not sure why. It is what it is. When you think of Washtenaw County, you think of Ann Arbor first. Then you think of IPSI. We didn't make it like that. It's just like that. Now, I know people from IPSI will say different. They'll say the IPSI's first. Well, why one? Why one? All to the IPSI people. Much respect. When people think about Washtenaw County, they're going to think about A square. Not Y1. A2. So, well, now we got to get to the good part. When we going to get to the good part? Yeah. The Tennessee three-man. The Tennessee three-man. I tell you, this confused me from the get-go because I didn't really have a whole lot of insight on it, but it confused me, and I said, you know what? Let me go on and make sure that I've got all the information that I need on this situation before I start spitting on it, because I always like to be clear, not necessarily going to be concise. Y'all know I'm an over-talker, but I am going to be clear. I'm going to be clear, but I'm going to break some things down. And if people, how do they get expelled? How do they get expelled? Let me just explain something to you. It's been 157 years. 157 years. You hear me? Since someone was expelled. 157. Okay? That's almost the same amount of time. And truthfully, because it was like December when the last slaves were released in 1865 in Delaware, in Joe Biden's state. There were still slaves in Delaware at the end of 1865. Juneteenth that's the day, that's the ceremonial day. But there was still people, you know, unknown. We know there was people unknown well after, but there was people unknown, and then they freed them right before 1866. And 1866 was the year the last year that somebody was expelled. That's how far they went back. They went all the way back to 1866. But when I had to do a little bit of digging, and I did a little bit of digging, just a little bit, I wanted to find out why they got expelled. And it makes all the sense in the world why they got expelled. I mean, we're not going to spend all night on this because we don't have to. But when I looked at the one in the middle, they say his name is Justin Jones, the one in the middle, the one in the white suit, the one with the ponytail. Say his name is Justin Jones. His name is Justin Batista. Okay, his name is Justin Batista. I don't know when he put the Jones on the end, but he's hyphenated. His name is Justin Batista, and now Jones, so it's Justin Batista Jones, but his name is Justin Batista. Okay. Justin. He is one of the Black Lives Matter leftovers. Started out west, started out in Oakland. And, you know, he's been to all the protests, BLM, abortion, gun control, of course. He's been around. He's been around. He's been downtown. Justin Pearson, Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. is something special. I mean, his cadence, you know, he's listened to a lot of Martin Luther King speeches. You can obviously tell. Don't let the dashiki fool you. Justin Pearson, he's actually special elected, you know, so he had like 1,200 votes to get him in. And then like 400 votes, like in the special election, I guess. I don't know. Like two elections, like 1,600 votes. And he's got over 68,000 people in his district. Means something. When you got 68,000 people in your district and you don't even get 2,000 to come out and say, hey, this is why they got expelled. They didn't get expelled because they're black. They didn't get expelled because they were loud with the megaphones. They didn't get expelled because they're going against gun violence laws. They got expelled because they have no weight. They have no political weight. Justin Jones, he had 8,000 votes to get elected, and his district has 63,000 people. There people just aren't voting where they are. They're not voting. People don't care because these districts don't have any power, and you can see who their representatives are. You know, you got Justin Batista, you got Martin Luther Jr. And, you know, I mean, I can't forget Gloria Johnson. I mean, I'm thinking that Gloria Johnson actually they probably thought Gloria Johnson was black. I mean, she got a black name. It's like, you know, Gloria Johnson, that sounds like a sister. Actually, when you think about it, Gloria Johnson sounds like she'd be a sister. You know, Glojo, you know what I'm saying? But she's not, as you can see, she's not a sister. She's Caucasian. And she had a different run. I think she might have even been like a part of a mass shooting or something. I forgot how her run to the House came about by some, you know, strange chance of fate. I believe this is her, who was a part of a mass shooting or something. So, you know, of course she's under the gun laws and all that stuff. She's fighting it as well, but she didn't get suspended. Everybody knows this by now. The two black kids got suspended, but the Caucasian lady did not get suspended. And the funny thing about it is, which is not funny at all, I think it was very strategic. She only made it by one vote. She literally only made it by one vote. One vote. One vote. That's how she made it. One vote. You don't think that's strategic? That's not by chance that there was just one vote that she didn't get expelled by. You don't think so? They were overwhelmingly voted out. I think there was like 70% gone, whatever. They weren't taking any chances with the Negroes. They got them up out the paint quick. Glojo, she made it by one vote. By one vote. By the skin of her chin. By the skin of her chin. Take your pick. So, with that, since Glojo stayed, we can't be the Tennessee 3. We've got to be the Tennessee 2. It's the Tennessee 2, right? It's the Tennessee 2. Glojo made it. So the next pictures, Glojo wasn't in there because Glojo was still at work. They in there because they're not at work. They pulled their name plates. They emptied out their desk, got a box, got up out the paint. But they're protesting. They're protesting. This just looks like a bad biopic. Is it biopic or biopic? I've never figured that out. A biopic or biopic of, like, I don't know. It's just an odd looking picture. Because Justin Batista actually looks like he could be like a Native American. And then, you know, Justin Pearson, you know, he's got the fro going and he's got the horn rims. You know, Malcolm X is going. He's wearing a suit and he's wearing a dashiki. There's a lot of confusion here. There's a lot of confusion here. And then it sounds like Martin Luther King. So he sounds like Martin Luther King. He's got, you know, Malcolm X frames on. You got Jesse Jackson's afro. He's got Stokely Carmichael's dashiki. And then, you know, he just has a suit on. I mean, I don't get it. There's a lot of confusion there. And then Justin Batista, he came in a white suit. He's ready for the pool party. He's just like, you know, it's a white party. Like, more than you know, bro. More than you know. Yeah, you're at the white party. I see your escorts there, buddy. It is what it is. So it's down to them two. But now Justin Jones is back, and Justin Pearson, he's next to hopefully get back on. But it's interesting. But you knew, I mean, Tamika Mallory and all of them were out there, you know, doing their Nan shuffle. You don't know Nan? They're doing their Nan shuffle. And they were there for the Justin Batista vote. And, you know. And then you had to know, not far behind, because she's done Africa now. So now Kamala has done the African leg of her tour, and now she's back on American soil. So now she's got to hit up all the spots where it looks like black people are catching heat, and she's coming through to save the day with her AKA cape. And she's there. She's there. Look at her. She's there. She came in. She swooped in, you know. I mean, that's Kamala. That's what she does, right? She swoops in. She lets you know she's there. She's gonna give you that hug. Kamala gonna give you that hug. You already know. She's gonna give you that hug and she's gonna give you that cackle. But at the end of it, She gonna give you the same verbiage. The same verbiage.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
But she came through and she hugged everybody, you know, and they were happy to see her. It is what it is, Free. It is what it is. They were happy to see her, you know, and I got it because, you know, it's a big deal. She's a vice president there in the House of Representatives, you know. I get it. 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 I'm not trying to act like I don't get it. I totally get it. I'm not tone deaf to what's going on here. But the optics, and that's why this is called KAMALOPTICS, because this is just optics here. This is political optics. There is absolutely nothing is going to happen for Black Americans, American freedmen from this deed, just like there was nothing that happened for American freedmen when she went to Africa. When she went to Africa, there was nothing that happened for us over there. Everything that she did over there was for them. It wasn't for us. I mean, it was. This is just her getting back in the public eye because it's just about campaign season. They're just heating it back up. People think that Joe's passing the torch. Joe ain't stupid. He knows Kamala can't win. Kamala, if Trump can run, he'll kill Kamala in a race. Kill her in a race. There's no way that she can win. So Joe, if Joe thinks he's going to run another election and win too, he's got problems too. There's problems all around with the Democratic Party. But we've got bigger problems. We've got bigger problems in our politics. Our politicians who are supposed to be advocating for I mean, think about it. Justin Pearson and Justin Jones, almost 140,000 people in their respective districts, and they only got about 3,000 people to come out and vote for them and their generals. I think Justin Jones got, you know, he got like 8,000 votes. I don't see how they can really win in real elections. And they're not going to win in real elections. They're going to get voted out. Doug's just there for the ride. He's just there for the ride and the free drinks. But they made Kamala's ass put a dress on, though. They were like, we ain't coming over here. You ain't coming over with them pantsuits. Nah. You keep your Dr. Evil suits over there in D.C. You going to wear a dress over here, lady. Kamala, she got dressed. She got dressed. When she got over there, the first thing she said,
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
And they were like, okay, but you still going to wear a dress. And she wearing a dress. Kamala wearing a dress in Africa. As soon as she get back over here to Tennessee, there she go. She got her suit on. Yep. She dressed just like the Justins. She dressed just like the Justins. Got the pantsuit on and the stilettos, Chucks and pearls, Chucks and pearls. So it is what it is. Oh yeah, what it is, what it is. So it's such an unfortunate situation when you're looking at our politics, and I said that there's a problem. There's a problem because the strength of our politicians, I'll say the politicians that look like us. Now, I know Batista. I get it. He's not a freedman. I get it. I get it. But Pearson, you can look at Pearson. He's a freedman. He's a lot of things. Like I say, he's got the dashiki on, he got the suit on, he got the horn rim glasses on, the afro. He's a lot of things. So, but he's a freedman. Okay? He's a freedman. So I'm so glad that this wasn't him. And I'm gonna shut it down pretty soon here. I don't need to stay up here too long on this one. But somebody had to say,
I know that ain't who I think it is.
when this happened. Really, dog? Really? Really? I'm just gonna ask. Really? That's what this is? You got your head in that woman's bosom. They're gonna get old Batista for inappropriate behavior on the floor. They're gonna say he is exhibiting inappropriate behavior on the floor. Look at that. Man, get your head out that woman's bosom. Like I said, he's not a freedman, so we can't claim this goofiness. And we're not gonna take this goofiness. This is somebody else's L. This is somebody else's L. You hear me? It's somebody else's L. We can't deal with this no more. No, we're not going to deal with this anymore. You understand me? We're not going to deal. We're not going to do this anymore. Because if we go down with stuff like this, we have no chance of succeeding out here. No chance. And there's a couple things that I'm going to finish up with. I'm just trying to figure out some stuff I got to take down first before I put them up. I'm going to finish up. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to get up out of here soon. But yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to tackle these two situations, and I'm going to get up out of here. Because, I mean, this is pathetic. This right here, this display is just pathetic. You feeling like I'm feeling free? I'm not sure why that boy is embracing her ever so tightly with his head in her bosom. I'm not really sure. Uh-oh, I think I got a visitor. Hello. Hello. How you doing? You got a surprise for me? What you got? A rainbow. You just rainbowed up, aren't you? Your shoes, rainbow? Yeah. Rainbow blocks? Yeah.
Tell Grandpa what we learned today. There's three different.
Morning.
Wait. Morning. You have to hear the question first.
Excuse me, y'all. I had a visitor. Look, hold on. I'm here. Go ahead.
There's three different parts of the day.
Uh-oh.
And it's all still daytime. What are the
Morning.
three parts? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And evening. And right now it's evening.
That is right.
You are smart.
Mm-hmm.
And right now is evening.
Yes.
Who did you see today?
Mommy.
You
Did not.
Did you see TTV?
You talked to Mommy.
You talked to Mommy.
Yes, you talked to Mommy. But who did you see today?
Mommy.
Okay.
She saw her. Did she FaceTime her?
After
Oh, yeah.
Dia.
She didn't FaceTime her.
After
that's
Dia.
Yeah.
After Dia.
Okay. Hold on.
Red.
Hold on one second. Who's that?
Kai.
That's Guy.
And you.
And me. Yeah. Mwah.
Ow.
You been a good girl?
Yes.
You say hi?
Yes.
Say hi.
Hi. Why is he not going to say hi?
Huh?
Because you can't hear them, but I'm sure they're saying hi.
They are.
I'm
You
sure
see those hearts? You see those hearts up there? Those are for you.
Well,
Sorry.
don't do that. I'll do.
Okay.
She
be
in
careful.
the middle of the production.
Yes.
Right. I'm messing stuff up. Okay.
Don't.
You ready? She was very good, Grandpa, because she was
Really?
arguing with somebody
Really?
about it being morning,
Mhm.
and the person was saying it's not morning. It's not morning.
Mhm.
Here, this
And
is for
she
you
got
to
really-
stay in your studio.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. But if you need these to make something with, we'll come down and get them and make a project. But I'll keep them in the studio, okay? I like it. Thank you very much.
You have to put it right here.
I'll put it right there.
Can we go finish playing and let Grandpa go back to his.
I'm gonna be done in a few minutes before you come up. Okay. Good.
Let's go.
Yes, when I was coming down there, I saw my basketball things.
You saw basketball things?
Yeah.
Oh, your soccer?
Yeah.
Your soccer thing?
Like my soccer ball and my water bottle.
You saw those?
And I don't know what that is.
They're your cones.
And my cone.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go play a game before you need to get all rested up because we're going to race to the bathtub and I'm going to win. So you need to rest that little body.
That girl?
No, this girl.
Okay.
No, the tall girl.
The girl. This medium girl.
Medium girl.
You got new shoes on, so you're going to win with new shoes on?
Yeah, because...
You ready to lose?
No.
We'll
you
see.
Ready to win?
Yes, I'm ready to win.
You ready to win, I mean?
Maybe. I don't think so. We'll see. But you
need
to go rest.
What are you doing this?
Okay.
Now, I don't want to close Coco in.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she does. Right. I'll be on my own. All right, y'all. So I'm back. That's me, man. That's all me. That's all me, dude. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, this was troubling. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to where I was. Thank you so much. Yeah, she won't concede to being the small girl anymore. She's got to be the medium girl. So I'm like, okay, you're still the smallest, but yeah, she's too much. So when I looked at this picture and I just said, I look at where our politicians are and I see that I know this is what they look at us as collectively with our politicians. Our politicians are not on point. I mean, this, and see, everybody asked me why I wasn't really rocking with them. And, it's not so much that I'm not rocking with them, but they're not rocking with me. I mean, let's be honest. Is what's his name? Justin Batista Jones and Justin Pearson, are they really rocking with me? I mean, they're picking up, abortion legislation. They're picking up gun violence legislation. They're picking up, all types of stuff. Not to say that these things don't mean something, but I haven't heard anything from Justin Pearson on reparations. I haven't heard anything from Justin Batista Jones on reparations. I haven't heard anything. But when I see them out there, they got their fist in the air, they black powering it up, they're now rocking with the elites. I mean, Justin Batista Jones, right here, this is his perfect opportunity. He's got Kamala's ear, Kamala, whatever, KAMALOPTICS. He's got KAMALOPTICS ear. He needs to be right in her ear and be like, excuse me, Miss Vice President, reparations, cut the fucking check. That's the way Justin Batista Jones needs to be coming at it. You hear me? Cut the check. We need you to cut the check. I don't even qualify for reparations. But you see the dude over my shoulder. You see that afro? That's a freedman. His people need this money. He needs this money. And she's just going to back up.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
I know. She ain't going to say nothing. That's all she's going to do right there. That's all she's going to do. But he ain't even doing that. He's trying to get some legislation that doesn't benefit American freedmen one bit. One bit. And when she takes that dip, when she takes that dip, and she drops down to, what is it? Louisville. She's gonna go to Louisville. I mean, we're talking about a 23-year-old 23-year-old just blew through Louisville, killing multiple people. He used to be a basketball star, and he graduated in finance and was working in the bank and then got fired. Now, I don't know how he got fired. I don't know if he was embezzling money. I don't know if he just wasn't able to keep up with the job. I don't know why he got fired. He was a basketball star, so he didn't make it professionally. So he got his degree and went into banking. They said he was the popular kid in school. Of course, he's a basketball star, you know. Varsity hoop star turned banker. I mean, he's white. He's white, as are most of these mass shooters out here. They're mostly white. But when they start talking about gun violence and all that stuff, then they start looking at black folks. I don't know why they look at black people when they be talking about gun violence. I just don't know. Because all these mass shootings are happening. These people are white. They're white. They're not black. Kamala knows it. Joe knows it. The Democrats know it. But this is the smoke they're blowing. And y'all are inhaling it. They're inhaling it. They're inhaling it. And this right here is just despicable. Get your head out of that woman's bosom, boy. Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? What's going on here? I've tried to explain to people, we are going nowhere fast. We are going nowhere fast as long as we keep dealing with the foolishness. And why are people still out here worshiping white Jesus? Why are people worshiping white Jesus? I get it. Y'all know Jesus wasn't white. People been telling people for years now, we up on this now. I know we went to some churches that had white Jesus. I get it. But we know Jesus wasn't white now, don't we? Don't we collectively know white Jesus is like Christopher Columbus? Come on, white Jesus. White Jesus. Okay. We know Jesus wasn't white. Red Fox.
How many times you see pictures of Jesus and he's white? So what about it? That's wrong too. Because you can't hang around Jerusalem no 30-some years and don't wear no hat and stay white.
That's facts. Catch it again.
How many times you see pictures of Jesus and he's white? So what about it? That's wrong too. Because you can't hang around Jerusalem no 30-some years and don't wear no hat and stay white.
Flat out. So why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? I need to know. I need to know why this is happening. I need to know why this happened. I mean, that's bad. That's bad. That's almost as bad as this, to be honest with you. I mean, these two right here are the worst photos that I've seen in a while. But I'm gonna go one worse. I'm gonna go one worse, and I'm gonna close it out. Because I don't need to stay here all night. We already know what Kamala's doing for us.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
You know what I'm saying? We know this. And then we know Jesus ain't white.
How many times you see pictures of Jesus and he's white? So what about it? That's wrong too. Because you can't hang around Jerusalem no 30-some years and don't wear no hat and stay white.
This is crazy. But here's something that's even crazier. And I don't care if he's apologized already or not. He's got to go. They got to do something. Somebody got to take the crown Did you guys race? I think they raced without me. I'm usually the guy with the firing pistol. Dang, I missed the race tonight. That's my first race that I've missed. Yep, I missed the race. And I guess she's got to get her to bed early tonight. No biggie. I'll be done by the time she needs to blow out her candles. Dalai Lama apologized for video of him kissing a young boy on the lips and asking him to suck his tongue. I don't care about an apology. I don't care one bit. Y'all already know. There's absolutely nothing you can say about this inexcusable behavior from the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama. I don't care. He needs to come down off of whatever pedestal he's on right now. This is a problem. This is predatory behavior on Front Street, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Asking a little boy to suck his tongue. Come on, man. That's gross. It's beyond gross. It's predatory. Why would you say that to anybody? I mean, if that's meant to happen, and that's meant to happen between two adults, it just generally happens. But why would this happen here? And why is no one saying anything about it? I mean, people like myself are talking about it, but why isn't it being made a bigger deal? Because this planet is, man, look. I don't know whose kid that is. I don't know whose kid that is. But if I'm the daddy, the Dalai Lama's getting his ass kicked that night. You ain't gonna tell my little boy to suck on your tongue, boy. What's wrong with you? Dalai Lama for your mama. You crazy? I don't know what type of reverence he's supposed to be shown. I don't know and what pedestal he is in this weird ass sphere. It all went bye-bye when he asked a little boy to suck his tongue. Y'all excuse this shit. That's why y'all excuse all these other niggas walking around here. Because Dalai Lama ain't no different to me than Nate Frazier. I don't care. He's no different to me. Any of these serial pedos, they're no different. There's no difference to me. Once you do something wrong to a kid, you can't come up off the mat for that. Stay down. TKO. It's done. I don't care if you feel like you've been washed in the blood of Jesus. I don't care if Jesus pissed on you himself. I'm sorry. You do something to a kid, you ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from that.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
There ain't no coming back from that. Some of y'all out here excusing this behavior. That's between him and God. No, it is not. It's between him and those kids that he abused. It's between any of these people that are out here abusing people. Just gross. Dalai Lama. You know, that's what they say, Black Seed. When they feel like they've given their life to God, they got blood. They washed in the blood of Jesus. Man, you'll be washed in your own blood, dog. You'll be washing your own blood. You do something like this to my kid, the blood of Jesus is not coming for you. You are done. Be washed in your own blood. They're going to look at you and be like, man, did he catch the Holy Ghost? I'm like, no, he caught the Holy Most. Are you crazy? CNN broke the story correct. Why aren't they screaming? Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They just letting this go. Just let this lie. Because it's the Dalai Lama. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If hold on a second. Let me go on and find something here real quick. Hold on one second. DALI. Yeah. Hold on a second. Dalai Lama, 87 years old. If an 87-year-old black man asks a little boy to suck his tongue, what's going to happen to him? What's going to happen to him? You got it. Hell, if an 87-year-old white man asks a little boy to suck his tongue, what's going to happen to him? What's going to happen to him? I don't even know Dalai Lama's, I don't even know what his nationality is. What is he? He was like from Tibet or something like that. What is he? Is he Tibetan? I don't know what he is. Whatever. So whatever he is, I don't know nobody else that's his people. Whatever he is. You know. That olive oil colored, whatever. You ask a little boy to suck his tongue, you go into prison. Maybe death in some of these countries. I don't mind that, you know. You destroy a child's life by taking their sexual innocence. You can go. You're not needed around here anymore. Your services are no longer needed. We're good. We're good. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 billion people. Yeah, we don't need one more. Bye. See ya. Yeah, we got 8 billion. We don't need one more, especially a pedo. You can go quickly. Not now, but right now. Yeah, that's where we're at with that. That's where we're at with that. So, appreciate y'all checking out the stream tonight. Ann Arbor Public Schools, I'll have to tag in this so they can catch the beginning of it. Make sure that they know when they can exactly chime in. Once you actually start watching the stream, you get kind of captivated and you really can't go away. You know, it's kind of like eating potato chips. Can't just have one. You can't just listen to one topic. You're going to end up listening to them all. And I ran through them today with pathways. Yeah, this right here is got my goat. Got my goat. That black mold around those baseboards. You're talking about silencing the voices of the kids. Oh yeah, they silenced them. They silenced them and then they disappeared. That's the board that's supposed to be able to show the voices of the kids, and they took everything down. Take it down. Take it down, take it down, take it down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure did. There was 3 with Mamala, and there's 2, and then there's this. That boy's head is in that woman's bosom. Get out of there, Batista. Get out of there, Batista. You get back to doing your BLMing. That's what you're known for. Do your BLMing. Just do your BLMing. Because that's all you're doing. You're not working for American freedmen. You're not advocating for us. Hopefully you get enough votes your next election. Hopefully you get enough votes. You're going to need more than 8,000, boy. They're going to make sure they get you up out the paint next time. You better hope Herschel Walker don't move to Tennessee. He's the Dalai Lama. I know you ain't talking about Batista. I don't think Batista did anything to be in jail. You must be talking about this creep. Yeah, he's the Dalai Lama. That's how he's still free. Yeah. How is any of these creeps around here that's done did all type of illicit stuff to children still free? Yeah. Yeah. Because they ain't got the power of the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama got some power. I get it. He's got some juice. But he can still go. And I'm sorry. Whoever this little boy's daddy is should have just took it upon himself to just go ahead and handle some business. I'm handling some business. If you do this to my kid, come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, Dolly, let me holler at you, dog. That's all I'm gonna. Hey, Dolly, let me holler at you. It's really not gonna be a lot of discussion. Hey, Dolly, let me holler at you, dog. And if you don't start walking towards me when I say, hey, Dolly, I'm walking towards him briskly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really don't care at that point that Dalai Lama is 87. Yeah, I really don't care. Because what he'll have in store is an 8-piece with 3 biscuits. I'm going to get him an 8-piece. Yeah, I'm going to get him 2 whole birds and 3 biscuits. And at that point, they'll be looking for a new Dalai Lama. Yeah. Suck on my tongue. Okay, gotta go. And I know they're gonna take me down. You can't do something to the Dalai Lama. You pretty much just saying, you mailing it in. You mailing it in at that point. But if you tell my son to suck your tongue, dog, you gotta go. You gotta go. Dalai Lama or, Rufus the known predator. I don't care. Say that to my kid and you're gone. Because I know you've done other things to other children at that point. So I'm just helping out some other families too. It would obviously be for mine. But yeah, I'll handle it. I'll handle it. So y'all be good. We'll get back at it soon. Because this right here, we can't have this taste in our mouth. We can't have this taste in our mouth. But I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this because this right here is just incredible to me. I mean, I guess I could leave you with this. And if I'm gonna leave you with this, I'm gonna leave you with this.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
Yeah. And this boy right here, Justin Batista, let me explain something to you, boy. Come on, man. He just took a L. He just took a L when he did this. And Glojo, don't look so happy to have that boy's head in your bosom. You hear me? You don't do that. You can't do that. But as long as y'all believe in this stuff, it's just going to be right where we at. It's going to be right where we at.
This revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all
gotta
the
understand.
people in this country are demanding, and even the Black
Come on,
people in
man.
the whole world are demanding, is that
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
You told us that there is justice, equality for all.
That ain't who I think it is.
Stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man.
My man.
You're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you.
Y'all want to see their body?
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
One love, y'all.